Hello, I'm Nancy, and I'm glad that you joined me for this guided meditation entitled Alleviate Feelings of Anger and Resentment. So, if you can make sure that your phone is off, that your door is closed to the room that you're in, that you're seated in a comfortable position, and that you won't be disturbed, that would be excellent. Also, feel free to open up to all of the feelings that you feel. Please do not judge yourself for any harsh feelings. There's a saying that bitterness and resentment is a poison that we swallow hoping the other will die, meaning it's really bad for our emotional and, believe it or not, even physical health. But we don't want to shame ourselves for having such anger. So, as we go through the meditation, if certain feelings arise, allow them to be without judgment. And soon, with the meditation, you will reach some clarity in your mind. You'll be able to figure out why you're holding on to some of these things and eventually release them. So, let's talk a little bit about this exercise before we get into it. In this exercise, I'm going to share this mindful exercise that you can use anytime to help alleviate your feelings of anger and resentment that may be related to memories and unprocessed energy. Now, energy is anger. Energy is also happiness, sadness. One time when I went to a youth training, somebody said, we need to stop telling our youth to not be angry. And instead, we need to tell them the truth is that the body doesn't know what it is until we label it, meaning it is all energy and we can learn to channel it and also release it. All right, so mindfulness has been shown to help reduce anxiety, depression, pain, and fatigue, also improve your self esteem and energy, increase self mastery and motivation, and help with healing and, of course, relaxation. For all of these reasons, it's a wonderful tool for managing your anger, healing your resentment, and setting the stage for forgiveness. Now, sometimes it's easy to forget that anger can be a healthy emotion. It can come from a place of maybe wishing things to be better or improved, like being angry about the injustices of slave labor around the world, for example. Expressing it in healthy ways is useful because bottling up anger numbs your other feelings as well, and it can wear on your health, as mentioned earlier. Pretending that you're not mad is inauthentic, which people can sense. And it also has a harmful effect on your health when it's just bottled up inside, often just getting hotter and more reactive. On the other hand, anger can also be an emotional roller coaster that really stresses the body and can often feel dangerous, destructive, and scary for yourself and for others. As I've had many clients say, I'm kind of scared where my anger can get to, right? I'm scared of some of the thoughts that I have. And I always remind them, you know, thoughts and actions are very two different things. There are a few ways for us to bring mindfulness to anger. So let's stop and talk about those. One way is to try to diffuse your anger before there's a big blow up. See if you can blow off steam along the way. If you feel anger or frustration building, try going for a walk, calling a friend, breathing fully in and out, which we'll do at the start of this meditation, or journaling about how you're feeling. In other words, try not to accumulate a buildup of irritation as your day progresses. So you can check in with yourself and even use this mindfulness exercise that we're going to do throughout the day at different times during the day, or at least stop, right? And maybe write how are things going, just a few sentences in a journal, or stop and take a few breaths at different times during the day. And you can even set an alarm on your phone to do so. It's also helpful to bring mindfulness to learning more about a situation before jumping to conclusions. So sometimes asking questions or bringing curiosity, which is a word that we talk about a lot in mindfulness, bring curiosity to what you think that you're angry about can lead to a realization and clarity that you may have assumed something is different than how it actually is, or that it wasn't as black and white as you thought it was. And finally, when the emotion of anger is present, see if you can sense internally into the softer emotions that also might be beneath your anger. Okay. And what feelings would those be? Well, I have found as a clinical therapist, 99% of the time, underneath anger is usually hurt or fear. And so if you don't like either of those words, you might just want to think of it as stress. So, can you sense these underlying emotions anywhere in your mind or your body? And if so, simply and gently just acknowledge them with a sense of kindness and remember that these feelings are absolutely normal. Stay with the sensations, share compassion for yourself, and wish yourself well. So, with that in mind, let's start practicing these techniques in a mindfulness exercise together that, again, you can do anytime when you're feeling angry. And I encourage you to also do it before you feel angry, or if you have just bitterness and resentment that kind of lurks and stays there. All right. So, to begin, let's bring your awareness to whatever is going on for you right now. Give the weight of your body up to gravity. Allow your weight to sink into the points of contact between your body and the floor, the chair, or the bed, wherever you are. What sensations are there right now? Do you notice any tension or resistance towards painful or unpleasant sensations or emotions that you don't want to feel? I encourage you to allow those to be there without judgment and actually gently turn towards them. Accept them as best as you can. And if you begin to tense around the breath, then let go a little bit. With each out breath, you soften into gravity as you breathe. Your body starts to feel heavier. Again, you can feel the contact, the weight of your body against whatever you're sitting on. Notice any thoughts as they arise and pass through your mind. See if you can acknowledge them and then let them go without being able to identify any certain content. Don't hold on to them. Just observe them as if they were clouds in the sky passing by. Notice any feelings and emotions as they continue to arise. Can you let these come and go? Include everything within your awareness with a kindly perspective. Now let's take 3 deep breaths. We're going to go in through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and breathe out for a count of 6. In through your nose now, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. This time as you breathe out, I want you to envision breathing out any stress or anything that is getting in your way of being present here in this meditation exercise. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, letting go all of that stress and anything that is getting in your way of being present with me now. Great job. Now, if you feel comfortable, please close your eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice. I'm going to slow down my voice a little bit to be a little bit more relaxing. Again, acknowledge what is going on and allow it to come and go. Allowing your awareness to gather around the experience of your breath, how that feels the air coming in through your nose and out through your mouth. Don't change your breathing in any way. Just concentrate on your breath. Gathering this experience of your breath deep in your body as it travels. Drop your awareness inside the breath and feel the different sensations in front, back, and the sides of your torso. Can you feel your awareness within the flow and movement of the breath? Use your breath to anchor your awareness in the present moment. Breathing in the body, noticing each inhale and exhale again and again. And each time you notice your mind has wandered, gently guide your mind back to deep in your body without judgment. Now gently expand your awareness, not just about your breath, but expand your awareness to include your entire body now. Go back to feeling the weight and the shape of your body as it sits, stands, or lies, whatever you're doing at the present moment. And if you have any pain or discomfort, make sure that your awareness stays open. Cultivate acceptance or acknowledgement for all of your experience. Great. Thank you for your encouragement to yourself. Thank you for your willingness to do this exercise with me. Now, you hopefully are feeling relaxed. I want you to envision your anger, let it come. Let anger, resentment, any harsh feelings come without judgment. Now, put a picture to that anger. Maybe it's a black ball. Maybe it's a red object. And I want you to imagine it coming up close to your breath. And on exhale, you're blowing out just a little bit of that anger and resentment. Again, you're not having any judgment for it. You're just saying, there's reasons that I'm holding on to this, but it's not helping me holding on to it. It's not helping my relationships. It's not helping my mental health. It's not helping my physical health. And I have a right to acknowledge it because there's a reason that I'm angry. There's a reason that I'm resentful, and that's okay. But I need to let it go. Now take another deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And now blow it out quick like this. Terrific. Terrific. You're all done. The more you practice this, the more that you're going to be able to diffuse your anger and turn it into a healthy action and decision making for the benefit of yourself and others. So let's stop for a second and recap. And you may want to take a couple minutes to journal after you do this exercise. So sometimes it's easy to forget that anger, again, can be a healthy emotion, and learning to express it in healthy ways is often very useful. So try to diffuse your anger today before there's a big blow up by blowing off steam some other way. Also, bring mindfulness to learning more about the situation before jumping to conclusions. And finally, see if you can sense internally into the softer emotions beneath the anger, like hurt or fear, and what you can do to resolve that. Now, I hope these techniques help you. Thank you for your mindfulness in doing this exercise. As all exercises with mindfulness, it takes a while to get centered, to, learn to breathe, to concentrate, and, just be easy on yourself. Don't shame yourself for your anger. Instead, be mindful of it and have a wonderful day.